Good evening, family. It is Sunday the 23rd of May.
Rest in natural great peace. This exhausted mind, beaten helplessly by karma and neurotic thoughts, like the relentless fury of the pounding waves in the infinite ocean of samsara. Rest in natural great peace.
Rest in natural great peace, family of love, family of light. Master Sogyal Rinpoche is opening our live stream tonight with a very important reminder for this time. Rest your mind in natural great peace. Find your center of peace within you. Find your connection to love, to truth, to light.
Rest in natural great peace.
There's a big week ahead of us.
Rest in natural great peace.
Tomorrow, Saturn retrograde. A full moon eclipse in Sagittarius. Mercury retrograde.
But sometimes it's wonderful when you really remember what the masters have done and taught. It immediately moves us. It really inspires, connects us. Therefore, we feel a sense of gratitude and appreciation of their work. So, using Rinpoche in this wonderful poem, he says, "Rest in natural great peace. This exhausted mind, beaten helplessly by karma and neurotic thoughts, like the relentless fury of the pounding waves in the infinite ocean of samsara. Rest in natural great peace. Rest in natural." In Tibetan is Ranyi Hwacham. Rest in natural great peace. This exhausted mind, beaten helplessly by karma and neurotic thoughts, like the relentless fury of the pounding waves in the infinite ocean of samsara. Rest in natural great peace. To rest, to find rest. Clear?
To find rest, family. To find rest. It's very good to be here with you tonight. There's a lot I want to share with you, but I just wanted to open with a bit of a meditative piece of music
Finding that rest,
to comfort.
comfort and ease, to let go and to naturally be.
To just naturally be.
Then you see the mind just quietly settle, just like a glass of muddy water. If you don't stir it, the dirt will slowly settle.
We're coming into this week.
Same manner, if you let the mind be in the spacious openness, slowly the confusion or the turbulence of thoughts and motion settles.
As I play this music and I watch Buddha on the screen,
Rest in natural peace.
I realize how symbolic it is, because we are coming into a week of a full moon eclipse in Sagittarius, but we're coming from a new moon in Taurus, which was a Buddha moon. So everything is in divine order. No wonder I chose this song today to open this live stream. Hello, family. It is good to be here with you. I'm just fixing my screens a bit. Hopefully the live stream will be good. I'll do my best. I've done some changes. Hopefully it will work. If not, I'll say hello to the chat room. Shalom Abba, Shavua Tov. Hello Dana, Shalom Dana. Hello Valerie, and hello Maggie. And bombasticness, yes Maggie. It's been a crazy week. Dover Sano, my beautiful brother from Israel, I love you. Tara Sparkle, hello, my pleasure, the crypto. Oh my god, the crypto. We've got a lot of things to share today. Actually, I'll move the chat room to this screen so I don't have to look to my side. There we go. Ruth, hello Ruth, and hello Mansi, namaste, and Janeline, and Dee, hello from Adelaide, woohoo! So we've got Israel, we've got Melbourne, we've got Byron, we've got Adelaide. Fantastic, we got in there. So yeah, I started with this piece And we're coming from a new moon in Taurus, which was Buddha moon, the Wesak moon. And on the Wesak moon, I'm just fixing my screens here. All is good. Excellent. That's it. Cool. So there is a lot to share tonight. Hello, Liv. Hello, Brother Robert. Hello, Roll King. Hello. Good to have you all here with me tonight. So yeah, there's a lot I want to share with you. And wow, it's like we've been through such a tremendous time, unbelievable, tremendous time. And so I just changed my screen setup a bit, so I'm a bit kind of disorientated. I'm getting used to the new kind of screen layout. Always good to create some changes, you know, but all looking good. So what I want to do is that, yes, thank you. Okay, so first of all, I want to start finally in the right way. As Mercury is in shadow and Saturn is stationed in retrograde, I want to start by saying thank you to our beautiful community, to our Patreon community, for your ongoing support, for being a part of this journey with me. It's so beautiful to just share the journey with you all and to have you on board. And so yeah, I love you all, and I'm sending you love. And I'm sending love to all our beautiful brothers and sisters who are struggling right now. I'm receiving a lot of emergency calls over the last 24 to 36 hours. And so if you're out there and you're struggling, I am sending my blessings to you, and I'm telling you to hold on. Hold on to your center. Hold on to dear life. Hold on to your inner light. Hold on to your truth. Hold on to who you know you are. Hold on to what you know that you deserve. Hold on to your dreams. Don't ever lose hope. Don't ever lose faith. This is a very challenging time. It's a very testing time. The rewards will come. But this is the time of test. And so in this time where you are very challenged, in this time when you feel very dark and very lost and very confused and very weak and facing some bad news maybe and facing some challenging situations, in this time you need to rise the most. Rise as a spiritual warrior. Rise as a warrior of love, as a warrior of light from the inside. Even if you're all by yourself, all alone, there is no support, there is no one around you, and you don't know what to do, and you're lost and you're confused, this is the time to go inside and find your strength inside. Find your truth inside. Find your love inside. Find your light inside. Find your connection to divinity inside of you. I know where you are. I've been there many times, and I've been there recently as well. And those are the times where we are being called to really face the challenge and not to break down and not to fail and not to lose hope and go into despair. It's a time to hold on to the most minimal light that you can find and hold on to that. To the most loving, simple thought you can find and hold on to that. And just never give up, no matter how hard it is. Never give up. Don't let your mind take you into places that you don't want to go to. You rule your mind. Master your mind. Walk with your mind for your benefits. Use your mind for healing. Use your minds to get yourself calm, centered. And simple as musical piece such as that of Sogyal Rinpoche speaking wisdom to us in a very calm way, that by itself can just bring you into your center again. So hold on tight, beautiful people, especially those of you who are struggling. I'm sending my blessings to you all. And hello, Miriam, and hello, Kimberly. Hey, Kimberly, it was such a lovely surprise to see you, Kimberly. That was fantastic. Time to pour some cup of tea. I hope you got some tea. What a stunning day we had today, eh? Yesterday and today, just absolutely beautiful. Blue sky, sun is shining, light breeze. Pollen's in the air. My sinus is a bit funny, so I'm gonna blow my trumpet. Just a second. Much better. Hey, much better. So, as I did that, I realized that I still need to change my chair because it's still squeezy. So we'll get in there. There's always things to change and improve. You know, we're doing our best as always. How is the live stream going? YouTube is telling me that the stream is pretty poor on their end, so hopefully you're getting me in a good way. Hello, Lynn, beautiful Lynn. I hope you settled down up north. And hello, Paula, you beautiful girl. Rise up and shine, beautiful girl. Oh, beautiful tea. Okay, so why are we going through such mental time? Oh, Bharat and Rukshika, you joined us as well, and Kala as well. Awesome, fantastic. Yay, family, we are in it together. Riding the storm, right into the storm. So why are we going a bit cuckoo? Why are we experiencing maybe confusion, maybe kind of a bit lost in the mind, maybe playing with trauma narratives, maybe dropping into illusions, deceptions of fear, of trauma, of pain, in darkness? You know, the mind goes despair. Why? Because Mercury is squaring Neptune. As you can see on the screen, I gave us a new background for the full moon eclipse. There you go, you got a full moon, red moon. Now let's start with an important note, family. My nose is still bugging me. Give me a second. Australia, you better get ready. Australia, you better get ready. Because this full moon total eclipse is exactly on Australia. And it's not the best of signs, but it's also a good sign, and it's also that sign, and there's all kind of signs. But I'll tell you something. Remember I told you end of last year, question everything. I told you, question everything. Question who you are, question your relationships, question your journey, question your beliefs, question your philosophy, question your way of living, question every single thing in your reality, question. That was the journey of the last 6 months. A lot of questioning. And as we question, I'm just fixing up the stuff here. As we question stuff, we inquire. We step out of, I know who I am. I know what I believe in. I know who my partner is. I know how my relationship is. I know what I do for a living. I know how to run my business. I know who God is. I know the truth. Once we bring the process of inquiry into it, we're allowing our mind to become flexible, mutable, not a solid structured doctrine defined, but more a bit gooey, a bit kind of like, let's be flexible. Let's see how we can, if I think like that, how will that be? And if I believe in that, what will that show me? And if I will talk to this person, what will that bring to me? And if I will go into that, this is the process. Mutable and kind of flexible. So think like yoga, right? They say in yoga, you know, the flexibility of the body is the flexibility of the mind, and vice versa. And in yoga, you do the same asana. But every time you do the asana, it's a whole new school of life. You can do down dog for 20 years, and every time you do down dog, you learn something new. You experience something new. And maybe for a while, your down dog is the same, and suddenly after a year, you go into another class, and suddenly they give you an insight about down dog you didn't know, and it changes the entire way you do your down dog, and suddenly you are learning something about your down dog. And it allows your body to do the down dog in a much better way. So what I'm trying to say is that when we practice the flexible mind of let's see how I react if I think like that. Let's see how I feel if I think like that. Oh, my microphone just did a boo-boo on me. Let's see. Yeah, much better because it dropped very low. There we go. Let's see how my relationship to spirit will be if I will change the way I think about spirit to that. Let's see how love will be felt, experienced, thought, perceived if I'll change the way I look at love. Meaning, when we allow ourselves to do that, we are able to discover a whole new aspects of self, a whole new self in a way. Because once we adjust our perspective and point of view, we are becoming something new. Because our reality is a matching mirror of our thoughts, of our perception, of our beliefs. How we see the world is how the world is being seen by us. And if we change the glasses, if you go with orange lenses, or if you go with pink lenses, nature and the world will look different. If you go with dark glasses, things will look darker. If you go with clear glasses, you'll see clearer. And so, why am I talking about that? Is because we are coming into a massive Gemini energy. We are in massive Gemini energy. Hola, hermano John. And hello, beautiful sister Jules. Good to have you with us. And so, we are in Gemini season now. The sun moved to Gemini a few days ago. So we're having Mercury on the 23rd degree over there. Mercury on the 23rd degree of Gemini. You've got Venus on the 17th degree of Gemini. The North Node on the 10th degree of Gemini. And the Sun on the 2nd degree of Gemini. So there's quite a lot here, and this is very personal. The Sun, the soul. The North Node, the destiny. Venus, the feminine, the relationships, the investments, the money, the job, the health. Mercury, the way we think, communicate, express. This is a very personal activation for everyone, for all of us, for each and every one of us. And the fact that Venus is here in Gemini and she is now starting to oppose Juno in Sagittarius. Juno is the goddess of all goddesses. She is the goddess of sacred union and marriage. And so Juno, she's kind of that goddess that makes sure that your relationship are sacred. And the way you relate is sacred. And the partner you choose to marry or to be with is sacred, devotional, love, true. The fact she is opposing Venus in Gemini, after Venus, remember last week we spoke about the fact that Mercury was racing. Mercury went through the Taurus party of the new moon, and then he went into Gemini, and he was with the North Node of the moon in Gemini on the new moon in Taurus, and now he's already on the 23rd degree. On the new moon in Taurus, Venus was here in the back, and then Venus came into the North Node last week and delivered what she wants in her future. And now, both of them have passed the North Node, and Venus, Mercury passed the opposition to Juno over the last couple of days. Now Venus is coming to oppose Juno, so there is a very powerful activation process here in the negotiations, in the decisions, in the definition, and the way we think, express, communicate, perceive, look, think of our marriages and our most sacred relationships. And Juno in Sag with the South Node, it's kind of bringing the aspect of the way we thought our marriage will be and what we believed marriage should be or could be or would be. Our belief structure and our value structure around sacred relationship of love, of union, of marriage. The way we believed and the stories we believed that, the way we believe love and relationship and marriage to be, at the end of the day, was influenced by an inspiration from some source. The immediate source of inspiration for each one of us for our marriages and the partners we choose for long-term committed relationship is based upon our parents. Because our parents were the first feminine, masculine, divine feminine, divine masculine that we have encountered as babies, and we've been watching them as kids. From a toddler into a boy, into a teenager, into an adult, you've grown up with your parents. And so your perception of how your parents related to each other, how they communicated and expressed love and exchanged love dynamic, that's what influenced your conscious and unconscious, mostly, way you perceive your true husband-wife to be, the way you perceive your marriage should be, for good and for bad. Because if your example of parents' marriage was very bad, for example, domestic violence and abuse and things like that, then you are facing a challenge of how to heal your perception of the negative experience of your parents that doesn't have to happen to you as well, because you are not them. But it plays with you. You keep on manifesting partners that basically activate the wounding for you, because your philosophy and your belief and your outlook of love and partner and relationship is primarily based on what you've learned from your parents, and then top it up from other sources like movies. So we all watched Walt Disney, we all watched love story from America, Hollywood movies, and we all developed this amazing thing that, you have your life and things happen, Bridget Jones' Diary and things like that, movies like that, Titanic, all these movies, and suddenly you meet Prince Charming, or you meet your goddess queen, and you get married, and it's all beautiful, and the beautiful symphony at the end, and the movie ends. So we got left with this kind of thought or belief that as soon as you get married, life is beautiful. Little did we know, and I think every married person will say that the real work and the real stuff happens after you get married. Because, from the Hebrew teachings, the feminine, you can see it as the triangle pointing upwards, right? Makes sense, right? If you know what I mean. The masculine is the triangle pointing downwards, right? Also makes sense. And so, upwards. Upwards is the masculine, downwards is the feminine, okay? That's the pyramid is kind of the masculine, pointing up, standing up, you know what I mean? And the feminine, the triangle pointing down, open, big, wide open, into a focal point. The ovaries into where. And so when a soul, karmic, soulmate connection is being finally made in physical life, the teachings from the Kabbalah is that the masculine and the feminine come together. And when they come together, then you get the three-dimensional Star of David, the Merkaba. Because it's like the triangle pointing up and the triangle pointing down are coming together, merging, and they become the Merkaba. And only when the Merkaba, the holy Merkaba, is assembled by the divine feminine aspect of that soul and the divine masculine aspect of that soul, when they come together, they are activating the process of ascension of that soul. Through the marriage, through the union. Because your husband, your wife, your long-term partner, whatever you choose to define it, in these modern days, a lot of people don't call their partners husband, wife stuff. They call them partners, so whatever you choose to call it, it's still a certain union. And if you are lesbian, or if you are gay, or if you are whatever, it's like it's that match. Because even in gay lesbian relationships, there's still a side that is more feminine and a side that is more masculine. And that's what attracts them to each other, basically. So it's the same concept. Now, the love is healing. Love is a power of healing, of transcendence, of divinity. And so when you come into marriage, into a long-term relationship, you're basically committing to a certain soul to go through a certain process of evolution with it. And that process of evolution it touches your blockages, it touches your injuries, it touches your traumas, it touches your insecurities, it touches your pain, because it's coming to heal you. It's coming to help you to ascend, to evolve. So here comes the insecurity, here comes the jealousy, here comes the enviness, here comes lies, here comes money issues, here comes sex issues, here come affection issues, here comes cheat, betrayal, all kind of dynamic. For each one depends on their own journey, right? And so when we get committed to someone long term, we are willing to work on ourselves in the most intimate, deepest level, primarily. Of course, we are here to love the other and to enjoy the love and to share love and probably creating family and regeneration and growth, family expansion for some cases. But primarily, it's the self that goes through a journey of healing and evolution in the sacred relationship. So back to the chart, the fact that Juno is in Sagittarius with the South Node, it means that the old way of looking at marriage, at a relationship, the philosophy, the belief of what love should be and how love should be expressed, it's no longer valid. It's the South Node in Sagittarius. We have to let that go. If we want to harvest Venus with Mercury, North Node, and Sun in Mercury, the future destiny is calling us for new ways of thinking about love and relationships and marriage, new ways of communicating, new ways of expressing, new ways of perceiving, new ways of manifesting. And we're having this dynamic between Gemini party and Pisces. We've got Neptune, Ceres, and Jupiter in Pisces. And Pisces plays with Gemini. It squares Gemini. Okay? And so, And so there is this kind of it's a very mutable kind of combination, because Gemini is mutable, flexible, air, and Pisces is this kind of deep water. Pisces is kind of ether. Pisces is kind of it's the all merging, the unconditional love, the dreams, the manifestations, the wishes, the miracles, the magic, the oneness, the wonder and the awe and the, I want my love life to be like that, and I want my relationship to be like that, and I want my this to be like that. That's that energy of Pisces. And we have in Neptune and Jupiter in Pisces. Both of them are ruling Pisces. Jupiter was the old ruler of Pisces, and then Neptune was discovered. So Jupiter became the ruler of Sagittarius, where the South Node is, and Juno. And Neptune is the ruler of Pisces. But if you combine them both, they both rulers of Pisces. So we have both kings of the same house in the kingdom, and it's very powerful because Jupiter magnifies and expands all of it. And Neptune brings the medicine, and it brings the healing, and it brings the miracles and the magic and dreams coming true. And spirit is very present, divine intervention, intuition, psychic development, the dreams, the ability to meditate and see and get insights, and spirit communicating in a very subtle way, but everywhere. But it's also at the same time magnifying Jupiter, expanding Jupiter, the confusion, the illusions, the deceptions, the lies, the propaganda, the media. Neptune Pisces rules media. And so we have all this thing going on as well. So it's kind of it's this ocean of knowing, intuition, just divine guidance that is kind of sneaking in the silence underneath, very weak, very soft. And there is these noises, external voices of confusion of the media, of the people, the books and the stories and the teachings and the philosophers, all they have told us, everything, what to do, what do I supposed to believe in, what's going on, why are they saying that I am that, they are saying that I am that, but I know that I am that. It's that kind of energy. And that is squaring Gemini. Mercury, Venus, North Node, and the Sun. I have to make up my mind. I have to be clear. I have to know what is my truth. What is the truth in all this? And this is now coming for a real big process. Because Sun entered Gemini. Mercury is already in shadow. Is going to go through Gemini. Is going to retrograde in Gemini. Is going to move forward in Gemini. Mercury is here for a while. Venus is in Gemini. And we are having now on Wednesday the full moon eclipse, total eclipse in Sagittarius with the Sun in Gemini. And so the Sun from Gemini point of view, with Venus there and Mercury in the North Node, and both of Venus and Mercury have already conjuncted the North Node last week. So the message about the future destiny is really coming strong. It's really coming strong, loud and clear. But are you afraid of your truth? Are you falling down to the deception and the illusions of your trauma narrative brain that weakens you and tells you that you can't do it, you will never get your dreams, your life is in the shit, you will never get what you want, you're just a continuous, endless victim that is born to suffering, and you better just go out of this world because there's no hope for your life and you will never be able to be happy. All those voices, yeah, that's a dark spell. And you need to be very careful of the dark spell in this time because it is big. Okay? Because eclipses, they are portals. They are portals of energy. When we have eclipses, the aura of the Earth is shrinking because the eclipses are creating a certain magnetism. So the aura, it's like being pulled, okay? And as it's being pulled, energies are coming in. The South Node, where the moon is going to be on this full moon eclipse, is in the area of Antares, the dwarf giant, 400 times the size of our sign, representing Shambhala and the Dark Angel. Okay? Over there, where the Sun is going to be with the North Node is on the degree of Archangel Michael, the Pleiades, the light, the love. So there's something really cool to know about this, and I'm going to show it to you on the 3D as well. It's very fascinating. But as you can see, we're having this Mercury here together. Actually, I want to show it to you on the software because that will make more sense. Okay, so let me now activate this. There you go. No? Oh yeah, just a second. Here we go. There we go. So here's our solar system, okay? And here is the Earth, okay? So this is today. And this is basically how the chart looks like in reality. Remember we said we've got the Sun, 2nd degree, then we've got Venus 17, and we've got Mercury 17, Venus is now on the 17. Wait a second. Venus 17 and Mercury 23 degrees, okay? And the moon is here. And then as we're coming into, let's see. Okay. Okay. Just a second, let me fix that for you. Okay, there we go. So, I'm gonna move it here. As you can see, here's the Earth. And as we move in, here is your full moon eclipse. Okay? Here's the moon. Here's the Earth. Here's the Sun. See? Full moon eclipse. Now, if you can see, here's Australia. This full moon eclipse dropped directly on Australia, baby. A bit of South America, a bit of this, but it's exactly on Australia. So Australia has a very strong impact by this eclipse season. And in the past, I'm bringing back to me, in the past, I've shown you how wherever the eclipses happen, it shows us where the main area will be. This time, family, it's on us. And so we are up for a ride, okay? We are up for a ride. Now I'm going back. So as the full moon happens, let's go. Oh, again, sorry, I used the wrong journey, the wrong screen. If I go back to the 23, here we go, 23. Here we are. This is now, okay? What can we see? We can see that Venus is finally coming out behind the sun. Okay? So now we're going to start to see Venus as the evening star. On sunset, if you look at the sky tonight, if you missed sunset tonight, then tomorrow will be great as well. You will see Mercury and Venus in sunset as the sun goes down. Because look, they're right there. Right? So if you're on the Earth, as the sun goes down, you can see Mercury and Venus right there. So what is this saying to us? Venus is coming out after 40 days, 40 nights behind the sun. She went all the way down to Shambhala, got naked, stripped, detached from all the past, everything in the past. Venus just went through a massive detox purging that started on the full moon in Scorpio, if you remember. Okay? Something, not sure it was a full moon, but it was in Scorpio season. She went in, which was classic. And here she comes out. As we're about to face this eclipse season, here she comes out and she's channeling through Mercury the message loud and clear to the Earth. Now, as we go further, you'll see, here it is exactly. Okay? Here it is exactly. Here is your alignment. So Venus, Mercury, and the Earth. This is on the 29th of May. 29th, 6 days from today. So next Saturday, exactly, this thing, okay? So first we're having, let's see. First we're having this full moon eclipse. Here is the full moon eclipse, okay? You can see, if I go around, you can see how, no, you can't see from here, actually from here is better. From here it was better. You can see how there is a bit of light here on the moon, on the crust. Yeah? So this is the only... Oops, I moved far. I moved back. Okay? Here it is. Here it is. You can see how... You see there's light from the sun on the moon, but the Earth is covering the light completely. Okay? So... Here is Australia. And here is Australia. Here's the full moon eclipse. Oh, it's another round. Here it is. Full moon above Australia, baby. Right on us, Australia. Here is Australia. Better get ready, Australia. A full moon eclipse coming up, with Mercury and Venus together involved in Gemini. Now, important to know that eclipses happen. Let me get back to me now. Eclipses happens when the sun and the moon are close to the moon nodes. That's when the eclipses are happening. So on the full, if I take it to the chart, let's go there now on the chart itself. Let's go to the full moon. It's going to happen on the 4th degree and... Oh, sorry. Oops. Dun, 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 dun. One more. There we go. 5th degree. 5:03. A few hours back. No, sorry. A few minutes forward. Okay, so it's on Wednesday evening, Wednesday night. We're going to have a beautiful night on Wednesday. Hopefully we won't have two clouds, so we'll be able to see it. But mind you that there is a superstition belief that it's not actually good to look at the full moon eclipse. Just for you to know, if you like to know these things. But here it is, Wednesday at 9 p.m. and 12 minutes. The moon on 5 degrees, 25 minutes of Sagittarius. The sun, 5 degrees, 25 minutes of Gemini. Can you see my mouse? You can't see my mouse. Why can't you see my mouse? That is strange. Okay, sorry, so I'll mention the time of the clock. Okay, so on your 5 o'clock, the sun is on 5th degree Gemini, 25 minutes, north node, 10 degrees. So it's pretty close. Because it's so close, we have the eclipses. Okay, now let's talk a bit about eclipses. When a new moon comes, we're starting a new page. When a full moon comes, we flip the page. When eclipses come, we flip a chapter. Okay, so think about it like that. It's like 6 pages in a chapter. 6 months between eclipses. New moon, intention, full moon, move on. New moon, intention, full moon, move on. But all these 6 new moons, intentions, and full moon releases are a part of the bigger tone that is defined by the eclipse. So comes the eclipse and creates a tone, a gong, and then on top of the gong comes a new moon, which is another Tibetan ball. Ting! Full moon. The sound fades away. Then comes another new moon. Ting! Full moon. Fades away. Releases. Then comes 6 months later, another eclipse season, and the gong is donging again. So every time we have eclipse season, we are facing quite eventful, active time of changes. And so heads up, here we are, end of May. I've told you since October 2020. Question everything. Why did I say that? Because we need to look at the eclipses that we've come here from, which took place, I showed it to you last week in the live stream. Just a second. Oh, you know what? I'll just move, instead of doing that, I'll just move some months back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we go. 26th of November. Let's see where we are with that. No, then I need to go to... Here we go. Okay. We had the new moon eclipse. There we go. Let's take it back. No, sorry. On your 9 o'clock, the sun and the moon. There we go. I'll just do it approximately. Sun and the moon on 23 degrees. No, I can't do it approximately. I have to do it exactly. Sun and the moon 23 degrees and 8 minutes, I believe it will be. Yeah, and 7 minutes. There we go. 8 minutes. Oh, something is jammed. There we go. On the 15th of December, 2020, we had the new moon solar eclipse in Sagittarius, okay, together with Mercury, right? So that was with Mercury as well, but it was on the south node. So it was like, let's begin a new chapter of questioning everything around our philosophies, our beliefs, our, how we looked at the future. Venus together with Juno, conjunct Juno at that time in Virgo. Let's detox. It's interesting that Juno was conjunct Venus in Virgo on that new moon solar eclipse, and now Juno is in opposition to Venus. Very, very cool. Because that set the tone for the 6 months we've been going through until now. And it started with a new moon solar eclipse, conjunct Mercury, conjunct the south node of the moon. We had to look into our past, Juno and Venus, our relationship, closest relationship, and our marriages directly affected. There was much more there because Mars in Aries was... where knows that? The square was Uranus. No. What's going on there? I don't want to go too much into it. There's a lot there. Saturn and Jupiter was almost conjuncting at the end of Capricorn. They're about to finish the journey in Capricorn. Pluto was square in Aries already. So there's like destruction is coming, like big changes into the structure of our lives that is directly linked to to the dynamic of power and control. That's the Saturn Jupiter at the end of Capricorn. Power, control, oppression, suppression, abuse of power, abuse of authority. Okay? With Mercury on the South Node, that was 15 of December 2020. That was when the poo really came out. It didn't reach the media yet, but it started in September and unfolded in December. It started to go. I think I've done my first Instagram post about the poo with the face mask, get your face mask, in November. In November 2020, when everyone living normally, I did the Instagram post with the face mask saying, get your face mask, it's Beastie Boys fashion, people. I remember that. And it was like, that was the time where the truth of the dark was being spoken. It's the South Node of the Moon. Sagittarius, it was coming closer to the Shambhala, to the Dark Angel area. Mercury, the Sun, the Moon. Meaning like the dark is putting its spell into the world. And it's going to affect a lot of relationships. It's going to affect a lot of a dynamic of power and control. And with Mercury involved, you need to question everything. You need to question yourself. You need to question the media. You need to question the news. You need to question every single aspect of humanity, of yourself, of your relationship. You need to question. Now it's coming to the end of questioning, okay? And now something is happening that happened in the past, but didn't happen for a long time. I need to go to the toilet. So we're having a toilet break while you will listen to Sogyal Rinpoche again. Why not? He's wise enough for you to listen to him again. Okay? So here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Give me 1 minute and I'm back.
Rest in natural great peace. This exhausted mind, beaten helplessly by karma and neurotic thoughts, like the relentless fury of the pounding waves in the infinite ocean of samsara. Rest in natural great peace. Rest in natural great peace. Rest in natural great peace.
I'm back, family.
So sometimes it's wonderful.
It's wonderful.
You really remember.
Sogyal Rinpoche. Sometimes it's wonderful. I like it when he's doing that. So, back into the vortex, baby. Okay. Let me tune into the chat room. There's lots of activities here. Wait a second. Okay. So, Chalita. Hello, beautiful Chalita. And Kimberly from Geelong. Fantastic. Good to see you. And Christy. Big love from Ian, living in Oz. My birthday today. Happy birthday, Christy. And Miguel, hola, hermano. And Mercury retrograde on your birthday, Lynn. Whoa. Costa G, good to see you, brother. We got Japan in the house. Fantastic. And Natalia, hello, hello. And Kimberly. Okay, fantastic. Okay, good. Now, let's get back into the vortex, okay? So on the chart in front of you is the chart of the new moon solar eclipse on the 15th of December 2020 that have started the chapter of eclipses we are ending on this Wednesday, okay? These 6 months were guiding us to question everything, and it was telling us that there will be a message of the dark truth will be released, unleashed onto the world, and you need to question everything because there is a maximum 28-29 degrees, Jupiter and Saturn at the end of Capricorn. There is a maximum magnified Capricornian authority, law and order, control, suppression, that is plotting something here, abuse of power, abuse of... Now, I'm not going into any conspiracy, but this was giving the birth to all the conspiracies to come out. And everyone started Googling. And everyone went on YouTube and on BitChute and on Reddit and on all kind of things and looked for the information. If you look back into these 6 months, how many people suddenly woke, the woke movement, which is like, if you woke, you're asleep, my friend. And basically all these kind of people went researching the truth, and everyone started telling everyone the truth. They listened to that professor, they listened to that expert, they listened to that, and you didn't listen to him, so I'm telling you the truth. You don't know the truth because the professor you listened to doesn't know what they're talking about. Everyone started fighting over beliefs, philosophies, things that they've learned from others who are experts. Classic Sagittarius. Classic South Node in Sagittarius. Okay? But it's all a dark spell. And it's been a very dark time. Okay? And in these 6 months, how many of us have faced really uncomfortable time? How many of us have faced our traumas in a new level, in a new way? How many of us have faced challenges, mental challenges, emotional challenges, relationship challenges, money challenges, business challenges, friendship challenges, location where you live challenges? You can say challenges or changes or trials or tests, whatever you want to call it, but processes, okay? A lot. I know for sure that the last 6 months have stripped me naked more than ever before. It had humbled me more than ever before. And it forced me to reshape, to redefine, and to rethink. And to the way I speak love, the way I relate with love, the way I think about love, what I believe about love to be, and who I am in relationship, in partnership, in my business, in my service, with my community, with my wife, with my son, with my family, with humanity. A lot has changed, a lot has challenged. And I've been in very, very dark places. And part of this dynamic, when I look back, it was so dark at some moments that the darkness was trying to convince me that there is no hope for light. There is no hope for love. There is no purpose. There's no meaning. When you experience a very severe traumatic episode, you lose meaning to things. You lose, people that try to cut their veins. The reason why they do that is because they're in such a traumatic state that the emotional body is desensitized. They can't feel anything. It's a weird thing to explain. Unless you experience trauma on a very severe level, you have no idea what I'm talking about, and I'm happy for you. But you lose the ability to feel anything. You don't feel nothing. Your feeling body becomes numb, plastic, no flavor, nothing. And because the person is experiencing such traumatic state, they trying to feel some kind of a feeling, that's why they cut themselves, just to feel something. And that them cutting themselves releases their endorphins, the serotonin, the oxytocin, the dopamine that they're lacking of in trauma state. This is why they do that. Nick, hello! We've got the world champion in kickboxing in the house. I need to drink some tea. And so, these 6 months, we were guided to question everything. And now it's all coming to this crescendo of the Sun moving into Gemini, Venus and Mercury in the North Node in Gemini, a full moon eclipse in Sagittarius, but then it's following with a new moon solar eclipse in Gemini in 2.5 weeks from now. So this full moon eclipse is coming to clear and release the journey of eclipse that started from the new moon solar eclipse in Sagittarius. It has started that journey. And now the full moon in Sagittarius is coming to wash that clean. And that. No more questioning. We've questioned all that we need to question. Now it's time for the truth. So now we're doing the release. From now, 2.5 weeks of releases, of endings, of things coming to an end. Then comes the new moon solar eclipse in Gemini, and boom, the new truth is starting to emerge. And so, heads up, June is going to be very uncomfortable because we're having Mercury retrograde in Gemini, square Neptune. Mercury is right now squaring Neptune. So if you've experienced a bit of despair, of loss of hope, of, negative, dark kind of thoughts, fear-based thoughts, insecurity thoughts, wounding thoughts, kind of like don't know what to do, loss of hope, shalom ima, a loss of hope, loss of faith, kind of losing your mind, or am I going crazy, what's going on? That's this Mercury square Neptune. Mercury in Gemini is very strong. It's the ruler of Gemini. It's like the mind is very flexible. The mind is mutable. Changing the mind, thinking positive, then thinking negative, feeling good, then suddenly feeling bad, talking like that, and then suddenly talking like that. And it's squaring Neptune in Pisces. Trauma narrative of fear, of pain, or the new narrative of healing, of love, of light, of a new way of relating. Because we just realized in the last 6 months that something that we do in relationship, the way we think about relationship, the way we perceive a relationship and our partners, our families, our closest relationship, is outdated. It needs to change. It needs to be reformed. It needs to be redefined. And it's in order for you to get through this time, harvesting the full potential of it into your benefit, of your dreams coming true. Dreams are coming true, baby. Have no doubt. The truth will prevail. This is now the victory of the light, the victory of the truth starting to unfold. But it's not going to be comfortable, because when truth is being exposed, it may be scary, it may be painful, it may be confusing, it may shatter your reality, but it will also set you free. It will also heal you, because you will know the truth. And so I won't be surprised if all of us, many of us, and the world over this coming 2.5 weeks is going to go through a lot of confusion. Reminding you, Jupiter, Neptune in Pisces, propaganda, massive propaganda, the most extreme propaganda. All right? So you need to be very careful with what you consume in this time, especially from the media. I'll be very honest with you. I used to sometimes just look at headlines to connect them to astrology. Around 6 months ago, I've decided that I'm not going to even do that. Because I was I was recovering from trauma, trigger. It wasn't doing well to me. And so I unplugged from that. But on top of that, I just saw how the world becomes more and more and more bombarded with information from all schools of life, from all directions, all philosophies, all teachings, all voices, all opinions, which is the South Node in Sagittarius. And as I teach you all this time, I also practice. The North Node in Gemini is saying, ditch that, focus on your mind, focus on your local environment, focus on who you can talk to face, pick up the phone call, don't worry about the news in Nicaragua, worry about the news in your home. Did you pay your bill? How are you going to make money? You get your job keeper, job seeker? Do you do your tax? Focus on that, because you can't save the world from big events. It's bigger than you. And if you go and try to decipher the truth in all that has been going on in the world over the last year and a bit, good luck to you. If you think at this moment that you know the real truth, no, you don't. And now your ego immediately say, no, I do. No, he doesn't know. I know because I've watched like specific channels, and I've listened to people who really know, so I do. Well, if you are in that place, it's not going to be easy for you. If you want to have an easy ride through this crazy energy that is coming in now, very weird energy, very crazy energy, remain flexible, remain mutable. Don't get too attached to any No. Be flexible, be open-minded, which is also supported by Uranus in Taurus, reminding you that Uranus in Taurus wants us to rebel against the old way. He wants us to be quirky, innovative, experimental, to revolutionize ourselves, to revolutionize our physical reality, Mother Earth, how we live on Earth, how we make money, how do we keep our health. Uranus in Taurus, okay? Finance, economy, crypto, okay? But it's kind of like you have to be unique. Why are you trying to fit into a norm? Why do you try to fit into a tribe? Why do you try to fit into a faith or a belief or a cult or a certain movement? Movement of what? Movement of what? Everything is moving in all direction. I'm here. I'm not moving anywhere there. I'm moving here. This is where I'm moving. In my meditation, in my day by day, I am moving through dimensions here. I am moving through different realities here. I've been questioning reality. I've been taking my reality to many different paths in this 6 months. I've run so many scenarios of different actions to take and different routes and different possibilities, to the point that at some point confused me so much that I didn't know what is true and what is false. I allowed myself to be so flexible. It confused me. But that confusion then led to even further inquiry that has brought me into truth. And that's the path. Ruth, apparently the US is going to be taking steps towards disclosure of the space extraterrestrial operation later in June. False flag event may be an issue. False flag event with the aliens and stuff was always predicted to be an issue. Always. So it's been going on for many, many years. The US news of releasing stuff, that's also a story that's going on for many, many years. Because in order to present something like alien presence into humanity, you need to prepare human consciousness for that. You need to drop it. Otherwise, it can just burn the people consciousness in the moment, because it's too much for many people. So it's an ongoing process. We should be excited, Kimberly. Very good. And Laura, hello, beautiful Laura. And so I really urge us all to really be flexible with our minds and mutable if we want to get through this and harvest it, okay? So I'm going to move from this chart, which has started the eclipse season, okay, back to now. And now, where I want to take you, actually, I want to take you, this is cool. I'm going to take you years back to 2012. 2012. Okay, 21st of May. Let's go. 1, 2. And a few hours back. Here we go. So, 21st of May 2012. Do you remember the big 2012? Yeah? This was like, I was only 6 months father at that time. Pretty full on time. I don't know if you remember, but it was pretty full on time. So back then we had the new moon solar eclipse in Gemini, just like now. Okay, so this is 9 years ago. So the eclipses goes by the nodes, and the nodes, they move every 18 months. Okay, so every 18 years they do a full circle. Every 9 years they swap sides. So right now the north node of the moon is in Gemini, south node is in Sag. 9 years ago the north node was in Gemini and the south node was in Sag. So this was a new moon solar eclipse in Gemini on the south node. Okay, which kind of gave us like there's much more we can read into this chart, but it was kind of like things that we really wanted to happen, you know, the way we thought and what we perceived and how we wanted things to be. The south node was there. They didn't have the potential to happen. They just didn't have the potential to happen. Now we are 9 years after, and I'm gonna take it to the Wednesday. Let's go to Wednesday. Okay, here we are 9 years after, and we have in 2 weeks from now. Let's move 2 weeks. 1, 2. There we go. In 2 weeks from now, I'm taking you there because the chapter of eclipses. Okay. In 2 weeks from now, we'll have the new moon solar eclipse in Gemini again, with Mercury, conjunct Mercury, very powerful, on the north node, which means that now the way we think is going to happen. Now our thoughts and our perception are going to happen. Now the truth of the light. This is a new moon solar eclipse in Gemini with the north node of the moon on Archangel Michael the Pleiades. Now the truth of the light is coming. Okay? 6 months ago, it was on the south node of Sagittarius. It was the dark spell. The truth was being projected by the dark into the world. Now we've come 6 months. We are releasing all this dark spell. We're releasing all the trauma narratives we've been processing, reminding you there's big cycles happening, reminding you we started in January, the big cycle of Jupiter-Saturn of 20 years. We've also started, what did I say? Oh, I forgot that. It was a good fact last week about 18 years. 18 years of, last week when Mercury was on the north node of the moon was the last time for the next 18 years. So we'll have north node conjunct Mercury in Gemini only in 18 years from now. So the things that we are processing and going through right now have a long-term effect, like 18, 20 years into the future, and Saturn live in Capricorn 29 years, 28 years into the future. So there's like 18 years, 20 years, 30 years cycles here involved. And there's also 200-year cycle, because Jupiter met Saturn in Aquarius, which is an air sign. And the previous years it was not on Earth, it was on Earth sign. Now for the next 200 years we're going to have Jupiter-Saturn every 20 years in air sign. So that started a whole big process as well. So there's massive, very long cycles into the future which are starting and started 2020, 2021. Ending a lot of cycles, beginning a lot of cycles which are long-term. So short-term for sure, but long-term as well. Now, hello, Brother Ashley. Keep breathing. Awesome. And the thing is, like, Natalia, you wrote, I definitely believe there will be a false flag realiance. And what I'm saying to you with this energy, don't be fixated on your belief if you really want to get through this properly. Because it's going to, again, remain flexible. We all have our beliefs. We have our conspiracy theories. We have what we've learned, what we know, but it's like, no. We have to be open to new. And if we'll come and bring what we believe from the past, it will limit our ability to perceive the future as it unfolds, because we don't know exactly how it's going to unfold. We can see different pathways, different opportunities, different possibilities by the stars. We can say what the direction is, but we don't know exactly how it's going to unfold. So, maybe we've been programmed to know that the first appearance will be false, so we'll disqualify it and go for the second one, and that by itself is guided by the dark, and the light will come first, and we'll disqualify the light, and then the dark will come second with golden glitter, and we will actually go for the dark after we deny the light because it came first, because we believe that the first will be false. See what I'm showing you? So when there will be appearance of brotherhood from space, it will be a knowing in our being. There doesn't need to be any process of thought. You will know, I promise you. You will know in your guts, in your heart, in your consciousness, in your mind. You will know if it's true or if it's false, if it's from the light or if it's from the dark. And that is my sword of protection for you for the coming 6 months and for the coming weeks and for the coming June. There's going to be very confusing times, very weird times. The world is going to look weird. The propaganda is going to be massive. The media influence is going to be massive. And we are going to go into this very mutable time that we don't even know what's going on, how to understand this, what to believe, what to think, all this. And all we will have is our truth of the light, of the love inside of us. That's all we will have. And if you will question your truth, the dark will play with you. It will just play with you because you are questioning your light. You are questioning your love. You are questioning your truth. You are doubting it. So you're not really believing in it. So you don't really believe that your dreams can come true. You doubt your right, your birthright to have your dreams come true. So the dark sucks you into despair, into illusion, into anxiety, into trauma, into pain, into wounding. It will just take you like that. In an instant. Gemini. Mutable. Quick. So, be aware of your mind this month. Be aware of your mind in this coming 2 months. This Gemini season. Mercury retrograde in Gemini. Now, let's talk about right now also on top of all this. As we are building up to this full moon eclipse on Australia, we're having Saturn stationed in retrograde right now. And tomorrow Saturn goes retrograde. So the fact that Saturn is stopping right now, you see on the chart, you will see it's on your 9 o'clock. Sorry, near 9 o'clock. You see 13 degrees, the green symbol. I don't know why I can't see my mouse. I have no idea. Oh, there you can see. Yay. Okay. So here is the 13 degree of... it's funny because where I'm pointing it, it's not where it is. Saturn 13 degree retrograde. You see, stationing. Oh, this is already on the full moon. On the full moon, it's already retrograding. But if I go to now, oh, what am I talking about? I'm in June. Come back. Traveling through time. I told you. Traveling to time and space from here. Not going anywhere. From here. So right now as we're looking, you can see Saturn at your 8 o'clock, 13 degrees, 31 minutes S, stationing, okay? And when is it going exactly? Which is basically, if it's stationing, it means it's kind of stopped. Saturn is stopped. Sorry, stopped. That's it. Dead on the 31st minute, which means frustration to the max. Things you want to do doesn't really go that well. Or maybe, okay, no, we need to talk about that in a bit more kind of constructed way, because there is an essence here for Saturn retrograde. It's very important. I'm just going to the time of Saturn goes, there we go, there it is. Saturn goes retrograde exactly on Monday at 7:19 p.m. Okay, so tomorrow evening, 7:20, Saturn is going retrograde. Now, tomorrow we're going into Monday, a new week begins, And you may experience delays, hiccups, blockages, stops, holds, things that, I'll give you an example. Once I realized in crypto is going to be another nice drop, I scraped some dollars and I've sent it to Caleb and Brown, and suddenly the money didn't arrive, and then they realized it went to the old bank account, so they found it, but for some reason it came out of my business account instead of my personal account, so I had to send them documentation that shows that it's my personal account and not my business account. The accountant wasn't happy with what I gave them. I had to give them another one. And it was just like blockages, stop, delays. And I kind of perceived it as it is. I kept cool, kept calm. Okay, no worries. Here is that. How is that now? Good. A few hours are passing. I had to wait. Okay, not stressing. Hey, what's up? Any update? Oh, yeah, you need to give us this. Okay, here is this. I walked with it. I remained flexible. I remain mutable. I just allow things not to get frustrated because of delays. So it's like you have delays, you have hiccups, you have things that happen to you that you didn't really want them to happen. But it's up to you, in your own mind, if you're going to let it frustrate you, upset you, take you off your grace and peace, or you walk with it and you just accept it, you just walk with it. It's not what you want, it's not what you like, but you're flexible, you're mutable. That's what I'm talking about. Just be that. Be like water, my friend. Bruce Lee. Be like water. Just keep on flowing. Be flexible. Be mutable. If you find yourself coming into a moment of being rigid, but it's supposed to be like, let it go. Let it go. It is what it is. The best affirmation for the ego. It is what it is. The ego cannot argue with that. It is what it is. But I don't like it. But it is what it is. But I really want it to be better. But it is what it is. But how come I don't deserve? It is what it is. But what if I did? It is what it is. It is what it is. Accept it. Be flexible with the universe. If the universe stops you or holds you back from something, it's for a reason. So Naomi tells me, maybe the universe is trying to tell you that you shouldn't buy more theta. I looked at her with a smile and said, no. It just wants me to really persist and make sure that I get more theta. Because fortune favors the brave. So then Naomi tells me, you really love this saying now, huh? I was like, yeah, because fortune favors the brave. We'll talk about crypto later. So, yeah, it's just kind of like, times that will test us. And with Saturn, it's the real hardcore test. Saturn is the hard taskmaster. It's cold emotionally. It doesn't care how you feel. It's kind of like, it's in Aquarius. So, here's another chapter for you. In October 2020, I just show you the cycle of December 2020 with the eclipses. In October 2020, Saturn went direct. And so now that Saturn goes retrograde, we are closing the journey from the direct that started in October into now. In these 6 months, we had to make a lot of decisions. Decisions about our future. Saturn is in Aquarius, futuristic. Saturn asks us to take new responsibilities, to do our due diligence, to do our new learning, to mature, to grow up, and to make serious decisions about our future. And Saturn kind of wants us to kind of invent ourselves and think about the others, other people, the world, and how can we be responsible for the world and for other people. And what is the karma that we want to have in the future? It's kind of like all the possibilities are open, but what kind of future do you want? What will be the future that is in your true karma for your highest benefit, that is really guided by your true soul purpose? True soul purpose. Now, and remember the last few months I told you, go, 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 go. Achieve as much progress as you can until the end of April, and now until the end of May. End of April was like go, 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 go. In May, Pluto went retrograde. and now Mercury, and now Saturn goes retrograde. On the end of May, Mercury goes retrograde. In this week, the end of next weekend, Mercury goes retrograde. And suddenly we have Pluto, Saturn, Mercury. And in June, Jupiter goes retrograde. And suddenly we have in everything going for review. So the doors were closing. It was like, go, 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 go. Initiate, decide, make plan, go, initiate, make decisions. Ask the question everything. Do your inquiries. Question yourself, the way you believe, the way you think. Make changes in your life. Take new responsibilities. Do your own due diligence, do your own research. Grow up. Time for you to learn. Adopt something from the future. And innovate yourself. Revolutionize yourself. Be quirky. Be unique. And it's like Saturn in Aquarius. It is your responsibility to be the unique being that you are. And with Saturn retrograding in Aquarius from now, it's kind of like, where in the past, which decisions you've taken in the past, actions you've taken in the past, that didn't allow you to be and express and embody the unique being that you are. Because that caused all that karma of pain, of suffering, that prevented you from manifesting your dreams. Neptune with Mercury, square Mercury. Are you going to fall into the illusion of the darkness that you will never have your dreams and it was always an illusion? Or are you going to use your mind to know that you deserve your dreams and to manifest your dreams because you can and you deserve it, baby? Magic is in the air, black and white. So there's a big battle, the dark versus the light. The nodes on the degrees of the dark and the light. And there is Jupiter and Neptune. A lot of magic, a lot of deception, a lot of illusions, a lot of lies. Mercury retrograde is going to be all around lies. Neptune, Jupiter, lies, deception, propaganda. And so most likely we're going to experience a few weeks of propaganda galore on the biggest scale ever. And lies, and even more. And then boom. The truth bomb will start dropping from the air like meteorites from spirit, and no one will be able to hide. Because the light will prevail, and the truth will overcome, and the truth will heal. And so, family, hold on tight. We're going through a very wild ride, and we knew it for many years. I just showed you that the last time we had a new moon solar eclipse with Mercury in Gemini was in 2012, the year of the end of the Mayan calendar. Here we are 9 years later. 9 is completion. Look at the world. Look what's happening. Let me pull you back into the big picture. We are the generation that shifts from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius. We are the brave warriors of love. We are the elite commando. We have pushed the line to be here in this time. We are ending the age of Pisces. We are beginning the age of Aquarius. It is not an easy process. Consciousness is evolving through us in our lifetime, and we are kind of facilitating human psyche metamorphosing into a whole new thing. Physical reality metamorphosing into a whole new thing. 3D to 5D. We're looking into a few years into the future, and we're having flying cars and travel to space and artificial intelligence and space and the brotherhood from space and spaceships, and the future is futuristic to the max. Humanity is opening up to the galactic school. There is a lot coming down the pipeline, but what's happening now is that we are breaking and waking up out of the dark spell that has captured humanity and the earth, and it's not fun. And there is much more coming. And so, as intense as it is, I must tell you, no matter what you do, you make sure that you will be with me on the dance floor after the bridge. Because it's going to be the party of love. It's going to be the party of light. And humanity will live on planet Earth with 1,000 years of peace and harmony. and it will be absolutely beautiful and magnificent. So as we wake up from this terrible nightmare of 2,000 years of suppression and religious warfare and criminal and abuse of power and abuse of sex and abuse of authority and abuse of spirituality, they separated us from the source by telling us that we need to follow a religion in order to connect with God. We need to go to church in order to connect with God. Now, I love church, I love shul, I love sacred space. It is a place where we can connect with God indeed. But we can also connect with God right here, right now. We are connected to God no matter what we do. Even if we don't like to be connected to God, we are still connected to God. And that's what we say now. We say like the truth. What is the truth? The truth is that you are a unique being of love and light. I am a unique being of love and light. We are different, and yet we are the same. I have my life story. I have my own psychic making. I have my own gifts, my own unique talents, my own unique knowledge and wisdom, and how I speak, how I sing, how I play music, how I do my life. And you have yours. And the way you are unique is not the way I am unique. And the way I am unique is not the way you are unique. And that makes us so unique and so beautiful and so magnificent and so wonderful. But the problem is that from the beginning we were told that who we are as unique children was not right. You're not good enough. You're not worthy. Don't talk when the adults speak. You don't know anything. You don't know anything. Oh, he's just a child. Don't worry about him. He will change with the time. Oh, he will change. You will see. Life will screw you enough to grow up. We were told many lies, and we are now waking up to the truth. But the truth is that we're all unique. We all think differently. We all feel differently. And yet, love is the same. Love is love. So when we talk about what is the truth, for me personally, the main compass is that. Is this love-based or is this fear-based? Simple as that. Every action you take, it's all love-based or fear-based. It's all for the betterment of all or for the betterment of you. You see, so before you act in relationship, before you speak, pay attention, Gemini. Mercury retrograde Gemini, square in Neptune, with all this thing in Gemini. Spoken word. The power of the spoken word is going to be very important this month. Pay attention how you speak. Speak with love. Don't speak your trauma. Don't speak your insecurity. Before you speak it, stop and think about it. Be flexible. Change your narrative before you release it. If the narrative you're about to say is familiar from the past and it never really worked for you, change it. For example, you can say, it's hard for me. When you say it's hard for me, it's hard for you. You define it to be hard. It's hard for me to be happy because I'm depressed. So you've defined yourself as depressed, and on top of that, you've also locked yourself in jail for a lifetime because you said that it's hard for you not to be depressed. Now, reality is reality. You have depression. Fair enough. Legit. But what if you use your mind to slowly influence your depressive state? And you say, it's easy for me to change the way I feel. It's easy for me to change the way I think. I am flexible with my mind. I am flexible with my being. I believe that good things will come out of it. I believe that things are going to get better. I believe that my dreams are coming true, and they will come true. Because I think with love, I act with love, I feel love. My intention is love-based. My actions are love-based. And that is my truth. But it's confusing because this time will trick us. It will confuse us. It will confuse us because you may think you act from love and light, but no, you still act from pain and trauma. You know? You may think that... okay, here's a story. A lovely sister calls me and she's a bit freaking out because suddenly she has a bit of a turmoil in her life, just like a lot of emergencies lately. All her life is upside down, blah, 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 blah. And one of it was like, I just had, for the first time in a long time, I trusted a lovely man that I've met, and I was very attracted to him, and I really liked him, and I slept with him, and I allowed myself to have sex with him, and now he's ignoring me, he's not answering me, and she's going into this rejection, and I was like, hey, hold on for a second. Was he a good guy? She's like, yeah. Were you attracted to him? Yeah. Was the sex good? Yeah. Was it a fun experience? Yeah. So what do you want? There was no contract there, no relationship. A good man and a good woman came together, he had a good experience. Now, he may be just super busy with work or going through something, while you sitting there like, why is he not calling me? What do you want? Is he your boyfriend? No. You had a lovely experience? Yeah. So, why not focusing on that? That you also made benefit from this exchange. You're not being abused here. It was for your benefit too. You went there with your free will, and you have decided to open up physically, intimately, emotionally to a new man, and you had a great experience. Now that man is doing his life, you are here. Why aren't you feeling amazing? Why aren't you allowing yourself to feel amazing? That you just had a great experience. And that's it, and you're moving on. You're coming back to yourself. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that it's go and sleep with other people. No, it's not that. What I'm saying, for that girl, it was important. Okay? So, I'm just reading a message. More direct sighting, scaling to help prepare people's consciousness. Yeah. Look, there's a lot coming our way. There's a lot. Stay away from propaganda. Stay away from conspiracies. Stay away from the mass confusion. Just stay away. I'm just guiding you. Stay away. It's gonna get nuts. Our journey is to know our truth. Our truth. Not the truth about the world. That's gonna come out anyway. Reminding you. With all this, things gonna come out. Okay? The truth is going to prevail. But this time is not about that. You're being delusioned and deceived by the massive thing that is going on in the world, and that's the trick of the darkness for you personally. That the collective process that is happening is almost like distorting your own inner process, pulling your awareness and your energy into the world, and you think you're doing the right thing because you need to discover the truth, but you're missing the whole point. It's about you. Personally, you. Your true destiny. Your Gemini. Your mind. We are all doing a lot of work for many years to break out of trauma, to break out of wounding, as individuals, as collectives. But this noise is pulling your attention, your awareness. You think you're doing the right thing because you believe that if you learn about this conspiracy, then you will be informed and you will know the truth. But you're already falling down the trap. You need to go inside, baby. What's happening in your life? In your heart, in your mind, in your family, in your closest relationship, in your closest environment, what is happening? Do you have your long shelf food on your pantry? I'm bringing you down the list of future awareness. I promised I'd talk about future awareness because I think Tanya asked me, why do I say that by 2024 the dollar is for sure out of the picture? And so I've guided the community to go into Patreon. On Patreon there is a post of future awareness with the recording of the download I gave everyone 3.5 years ago. And that's what led me to all this. It was the fact that Saturn, in 2017, by the way, Saturn kicked into Capricorn, okay? And so over the last 2017 until this eclipse, this is the eclipse season that ends Saturn in Capricorn energy. And so since 2017, we were all going through a very powerful process, very powerful, full on. And here comes now the release and the ending of all that energy, clearing us from all that. And then comes the new moon solar eclipse in Gemini, opening up the truth, bringing our dreams into manifestation. Things are dropping in, things are happening. But it depends if you've done in 2017 to 2020 It depends if you've taken the right decisions, if you really learned, if you're really being responsible. So, future awareness is a result of me going, oh, Saturn goes into Capricorn, December 2017. This was in September 2017. Me sitting, I was just like looking around to astrology, playing around. Oh, Saturn into Capricorn. Oh, it's home sign. Ooh, after 28 years. Interesting, let's read into that. Oh my God, this is massive. And I brought cycles of history. What is that relating to? Boom. Then, straight after, Uranus moves to Taurus. And I go like, wait a second, I'm a Taurian. Uranus into Taurus for 8 years? That's full on. That's big. Wow. Amazing. Revolution in finance, high-tech technology, Saturn in Capricorn, karma time, end of the old structure, end of the old order. All that was not in integrity will be broken, shattered to pieces, brought down. Things that were in integrity will be rebuilt into a higher place, a higher ground, good karma, bad karma, based on the actions of the past. Then Uranus comes into Taurus to revolutionize physical reality through high-tech, innovation, futuristic, rebellious, revolutionary, for the people, by the people, breaking free from the restrictions of Capricorn, Saturn, Jupiter there. Pluto in Capricorn from 2008 until 2024. So Saturn did his Capricorn, now he's in Aquarius. Jupiter did the Capricorn, they met together there, now in Aquarius, but Pluto is still in the 26th degree of Capricorn right now, retrograding. Pluto is still the agent of death, rebirth, transformation, evolution, shaking the grounds of the Capricorn old structure of Pisces, the corruption, the abuse of power, money, sex. This is why all the crap is coming out. Neptune in Pisces. The last time Neptune was in this place was 1856. The time of there was pro-revolution and against pro-slavery and against slavery. Back then, slavery was based on race. The black people of America, the black slaves that were taken from Africa into America and Caribbeans to become the slaves. And then in the 1850s, they're starting to become voices of against slavery and pro-slavery, and that has led to the Civil War, that then led to the Declaration of Independence. That's coming next year, 2022, in March, I think. America is having Pluto return. So from now until March 22 and after, America is going through death and rebirth. America is going through dismantling this structure. Abuse of power, abuse of sex, all that abuse, power, sex, and money is going to be shattered, broken down with no mercy. Pluto is reckless. It doesn't matter how powerful you are. Pluto is going to come and just like, poof, smash it. So the dark forces and the forces of corruption and abuse and manipulation on a minimal scale of your local gangster in your neighborhood, the bully in your neighborhood, to the government and to the race, the multidimensional race that is operating our solar system on all scales and beyond, to the angelic and on all dimensions, is coming now to a closure, end of power. Uranus is boosting the people of the earth to act for Mother Earth, to act for humanity, to act for equality, for good living, for quality, for love, Taurus. Wow. Okay. So why am I believing in crypto? Because Uranus is in Taurus, because Saturn was in Capricorn, conjunct Pluto, because Pluto is still in Capricorn, because now Saturn and Jupiter in Aquarius, and so Jupiter is now already in Pisces, manifesting our dreams, right? Or manifesting your illusions. If you are a greedy person that loves quick fix money and gambling and went and bought cryptocurrency 3 weeks ago, and you went and bought all kind of shit coins because your best friend told you about it and Elon Musk told you about Dogecoin and XRP and whatever, and you've been following that narrative, you are now crying your guts. Over the last week, people lost a lot of money. A lot of money. Billions of dollars. a lot of people are now in a very bad place because they didn't know what they do, and if they did know what they do, they acted from greed, they acted from selfishness, they acted from irresponsible decision making, and unfortunately now they're facing karmic reality that will affect them for a very long term into the future. But if you're doing the journey with me, with us, and you've been listening to my teachings for the last 3.5 years and my guidance, then you have a good plan in your hands and you've done the right steps, and you're in crypto, you invested in crypto, but not from a greedy place, but from a long-term Saturn. Long-term. And it's for the betterment of all, and it's not based on selfish reasons. It's because you want to help your family, you want to help humanity, you want to help yourself. Then your dreams are coming true. And on this dip that happened this week, if you've been listening to me, then you were ready for it 2 months ago, because I told you for 2 months I'm not buying Bitcoin here. This is greed to the max. And I even told you, if you want to get in, hold it back, believe me, hold it back. And this week I received awesome blessings of people who listened and held back and got in on this dip and went like, yeah! Because they've done their homework. They've been responsible. They've been patient. They acted responsibly after they done their own due diligence. They waited for the right divine timing, and they got Bitcoin at the dip. They're not in despair. They're in celebration of their future dreams manifestation, because they know that from $30,000 Bitcoin is flying to the hundreds of thousands of dollars. But by then, there is no dollar. Once we reach the hundreds of thousands of dollars, most likely Bitcoin will be unpegged from the dollar and will become the store of value. That's my personal take on this. I can't guarantee that that's what will happen, but that's the download that I had all these years. And so, if you have bought the dip, I'm very happy for you. And if you're planning to buy the dip, it's still a good time, I believe. We might have another leg down. Let's see, where are we with crypto? It's 8:40, and there is so much more information I can share with you because it's massive. I hope you're downloading all this with great joy and satisfaction while I am opening the chart for us now. So we can see, I need to show you also the 3D. There's another thing on the 3D that I really want to show you. What is happening here? It's not working. Yes, close this. Thank you. Let's open again. Okay, so. Okay. Here it is. Weird. Okay, I'll wait a few minutes. In the meantime, excuse me. In the meantime, let me show you all this in the 3D. Okay? So, we said that the full moon eclipse is happening on Wednesday. Just gonna move here. Wednesday the 26th. Here we are. Here is the full moon eclipse, okay? And as we're looking at the full moon eclipse, here's the moon, here's the sun, here's the earth, here's the sun. That's the full moon eclipse. 2 weeks from now, the moon will be between the sun and the earth, okay? Now, what else is happening here? We said we have this Mercury and Venus channeling, right? So as we go through these confusing times, now all this is happening, look there, and here is Neptune squaring it, okay? So Neptune is squaring Mercury right now as this is happening, as we are building up for the eclipse, okay? Now, here is the Jupiter. Jupiter was squaring the Sun earlier this week. We had a big Jupiter-Sun square. And on top of that, Mars, here it is, and Uranus is over there. Where is Uranus? Pluto, Saturn. There's Uranus, okay? So, if we look at it from here, okay, if you look now here on your right, you'll see here's the moon. Here's the new moon in Taurus, okay? Now look, new moon in Taurus, Mercury, Venus is in shadow still, okay? Venus is hiding behind the sun. There you go, see? From Venus, you're only starting to see the Earth. Still not, okay? So Venus is coming out as the new moon in Taurus is happening. Venus rules Taurus. So Venus is guiding here. So we know that relationship, money, finance is very much on the chapter, and health. So new moon in Taurus happening, and then we're moving forward. Mercury is going in, and here comes the full moon eclipse. Okay, full moon eclipse. Venus channeling through Mercury straight into the Earth. Then we're moving forward, and look at that, baby. We're gonna have a new moon solar eclipse. Here it is. Earth, Moon, Mercury, Sun. Okay? So, let's go back again. Okay? We were here. We had Venus conjunct Mercury, conjunct the Sun. Okay? That was in Scorpio time. In April. Scorpio time. Okay? Here was the full moon. There you go. That was the full moon in Scorpio with Mercury conjunct Venus and the Sun. So there was like a shedding, letting go of, like this was in the shadow. Shadows, lies, deceptions, trauma, all kind of cheat, betrayal, affairs, things being exposed. Okay? I had a beautiful man this week that's what happened to him exactly. He came back in March home to find out that his girlfriend had an affair on him when he was away. Okay? So that came up. And then we're moving forward. Mercury is coming. Venus is still behind the Sun. Then we have a new moon in Taurus. And Venus is starting to come out. Okay? So Venus is starting to come out of shadow. New moon in Taurus. Mercury is related, close to there. And we also had the Mars. Where was it? Mars was with Uranus. We had Mars, Pluto there. Don't remember what it was exactly. Then we're moving forward. And then we're doing now. Here is the 26th of May. We have the full moon eclipse. Mercury is in shadow. Okay? And then we're coming into the new moon solar eclipse, and Mercury is in conjunct with the Sun and with the Earth, with the Moon on the new moon solar eclipse. Okay? So, there's a big process cooking. Okay? And it's like it's all around understanding, realization, communication, configuration, definition of relationships, of money, of finance, of the earth, of well-being, of sexuality, sensuality, values, valuables. Massive process of purging, of ending, letting go of the past, questioning everything. This is like question. Question the hidden, what's hidden from you. Okay? And then you move forward. And here comes the light shining. Mercury comes forward. Venus comes out behind the Sun. Okay? Here comes Venus, comes out behind the Sun. Mercury comes to deliver the message on the new moon solar eclipse in Gemini. That's 2 weeks from now. Okay? And then Mercury is in shadow. Now, this is a good way of understanding retrograde in a good way of Mercury. Yeah? So here's Mercury, here's the Earth. Now, what is this retrograde? Look how as Mercury passing the Earth, it seems like the Earth, like Mercury is moving backwards because the Earth is moving forward. Look. Okay? Here's Mercury retrograde, Mercury shadow. Okay? And it looks like the Earth is moving back from the line of Mercury. Okay? And here, now Mercury goes direct because he's ahead. But here, in this area, the Earth is going back from Mercury. That's what the retrograde is about. It's an optical illusion, okay? And so that's how it looks over here. Now, if I take it, excuse me. I'm taking it now, sorry if I'm giving you dizzy head. I'm taking it now to 2012. Ta-da! Look at that. You see? The same thing. You see the same thing? Here's a new moon solar eclipse. Okay? This is 21st of May. 21st of May. Let's go 21st of May. 21st of May. Probably 22nd. Yes, so we had a new moon solar eclipse, 0 degree Gemini, with Venus over here, okay? Here's Venus, and Mercury was in the opposition. Here it is. Here is the exact alignment. The Earth, Venus, and Mercury, okay? That was the eclipses of May-June 2012, okay? That's the last time it happened in Gemini. So this is how cool it is. Now, let's go back to us here. Hopefully you enjoyed that bit. That was fun. And so we spoke about the eclipse season. We spoke about the fact that Mercury is squaring Neptune. We spoke about the fact that Saturn, we started talking about Saturn. Let's do something about Saturn now, okay? As I said, about 2017 to 2020, Saturn in Capricorn, the decisions you had to make, the lessons you had to learn, the hard work you had to do, responsibility. For me, it was future awareness was discovered. And then for the next 3 years, I was being responsible. I did my own due diligence. I've done a full immersed research into all this time we are living now, before it became in the media, before it became propaganda, before it became conspiracy, before everything I saw it in the stars 3.5 years ago. I went and picked up history, collection, research, homework, assignment, plan. I've created a plan for myself, for my family, and then once I implemented it for myself, I started delivering it to the community. Anyone who was willing to listen to me would have heard it, because I said it loud and clear. I spoke about it for 3 years. Since 2017, I've been telling people the same message. The world as we know it is coming to an end. It's not the end of the world. It's the end of the world as we know it. And it's the beginning of a new. In this end of the old world, a lot of things are going to change. The structure of governance, law and order, education, the way we run our life on planet Earth, climate change, economy, investment, finance, health, everything was described there. And the solutions were quite simple based on the strategy of having our eggs in a few baskets rather than one. And I'm going to share with you now what I've shared with every person that come my way. There's a few things that are important to have in this time we are going into now. First of all, the guideline is that we need to be the most self-reliable as possible. The more you could rely on yourself, the easier it will be for you. The less you'll freak out, the less you'll have experiences. What does that mean? First of all, no food, no water, no life. Make sure you have a stock of food and water. What? Seriously? Relax, calm down. What's your problem? You need to have water, you need to have food. Every previous generation, until modern society, until we became supermarket 24/7, until this time, why you can't see my visual? I don't know. Until this time, every generation in the past had a pantry with shelf food. And so have some stock of food, because when there's an emergency situation, then the supermarkets become like crazy. People just like do all kind of funny things, okay? And so you don't want to be in the supermarket with hundreds of people going crazy over toilet paper, or over tuna can, or over a tomato, okay? So, excuse me. This is an important download. Have some long shelf food. Pasta, rice, lentils, dal, flour, yeast. Simple. Cans of food. Tomato cans, pasta sauce. Think nutrition. Carrot, corn, olives, pickles, beetroot. If you're not vegetarian, vegan, tuna. There's even organic beef in cans, if you really want to go there. olive oil, cacao, coffee, sugar, simple basics, shelf. Anyway, you're gonna use it at some stage, so why not having it? Water. I went to Bunnings, got a few big containers for water, and I have them. But you can also go to the supermarket, just grab 1, 2, 3 of those 10 liter, 20 liter kind of drinking water. Why not? That's first thing. Second thing, have some cash at home. Because if the bank suddenly close the doors and you can't withdraw cash, if the withdrawal system is suddenly freezing, you can have a bit of cash on you to get by in the first few days, first week, first 2 if we need to. Third thing, have some silver coins. Because when we will experience the collapse of the old monetary system, the collapse of the old dollar, the old currency, don't worry, we're not going into chaos, Armageddon, doom and gloom. No, there is a substitute. Cryptocurrency. We are going to transform into digital finance, digital currency. But there might be a bridge time where this will still not be available because the internet will be down or whatever, and the cash will be out because it will be worthless by that time. And so in that place, you want to have a tangible good you can barter for. And that's where the silver coins come. So it's good to have silver coins. And then also you've got crypto. In that way, you spread your eggs in a few baskets. On top of that, you need to look at the world and realize which markets are coming to the end of their cycle. In my humble perception, it's stock market and real estate. I've been saying it for so long. Very soon, the real estate is going to tumble down for correction, healthy correction. Stock market is very soon going to get sucked into a black hole because it's all hypothetically going up for years and years and years based on printing of the money. Now, you need to understand that there is a lot of changes coming financially in the physical, materialistic aspects of life. And you need to be ready for that. And if you will be responsible, and if you will have your plan, and if you will take action and you prepare yourself, you're going to be okay. You're going to get through it. Smoother and easier. If you're not going to be responsible, not prepare, not question what's going on and get ready for some kind of a hiccup here going on, then you're going to be a bit less comfortable. Simple as that. Costa Road, don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, I forgot to say that. Please, any form of support will be well appreciated over here. Please press the like button on the YouTube, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell icon so you get notified. And if you want to join our community, join our Patreon community on patreon.com/healingdelight. All the resources on my website, healingdelight.com. You can find links, all the affiliate links for the cryptocurrency usage and to healing sessions. If you need healing sessions, come and see me. It will be my pleasure. If you need crypto coaching sessions, some help, some guidance, some assistance, it will be my pleasure. Contact us. And if you want to come for sound healing meditation, this week on Wednesday, 7 p.m., full moon eclipse sound healing meditation. It's almost full already, so book in advance. And there is a group on Thursday night as well at 7 p.m. So come and join us. It will be needed. But yeah, mental health, people, mental health. So take care of your mental health with all this. But I want to give you a bit of a sweet pill now. With this Saturn retrograde, we all been called to make decisions over the last 6 months. Okay? If we made the right decisions, if we acted responsibly, with integrity, this is good time for us. This is now our dreams coming true. This is our rewards coming. Your rewards are coming, baby. If you've been in integrity and you've acted from pure heart, pure love in your thoughts, in your intentions, in your actions, universe is going to reward you enormously. Jupiter and Neptune in Pisces. All your dreams coming true, the healing, the magic, the miracles, all the doors are opening. Jupiter, hey! But if you haven't been in integrity, if you haven't been following and acting and thinking with love, then unfortunately now you may experience the issues, the hiccups, the delays, the problems, the da-da-da-da-da-da. And it's not like bad karma comes to punish you. No, it's all a learning curve. No matter where you are, it's a learning curve. Do not lose hope, do not lose faith. Just do the work, be responsible and get going, okay? So, Saturn retrograde, Monday, 24th of May, 7:19 p.m., okay? Full moon eclipse Wednesday, and 26th of May at 9, yes, it's 9, 5:25, 5:29, and what did I say, 9 or something? Let me see. There we go. 9:13 p.m. on Wednesday is the full moon eclipse, fully visible in Melbourne, okay? Now, because this full moon eclipse, let's look at this chart of this eclipse. On top of the fact that the Sun 5, Moon 5 on the nodes, okay, we're having a conjunction of Venus and Gemini and Mercury in Gemini. So it's directly linked to our relationship, to our health, to our sexuality, to our money, to our investment with Mercury. Now they, 24, 20, 21, 24, they are square in Neptune in Pisces, which is in conjunct with Ceres. Ceres is the goddess of the harvest, the goddess of the earth. Mother Earth gives us the harvest. So if you've come from integrity and you've done the right thing, this is you harvesting your medicine, your blessing, your miracles, your breakthroughs, amazing, your dreams coming true. In love, in finance, in your healing, okay? But if you haven't come from the integrity and the right place, here comes your losses, here comes your punishment, I don't like that word. Here comes your losses, here comes your challenges, here comes your trials, your hiccups, your kind of troubles, okay? Now, what else is involved here is that Uranus is squaring Saturn. So Uranus squaring Saturn, meaning like that there is like unexpected, sudden, shocking events that kind of test you. They really test you. So, you may be fixing a whole domino kind of, and you put your domino players on the floor and you did this whole slalom for hours, you've come, and suddenly your cat jumps off the window and you go like, oh no, and all of this, and like, no, I need to start again. Something like that, Here you go on a date and you're dressed up nice and you're looking amazing. Today, a story, okay? A friend of my brother-in-law drove today on his bicycle, rode his bicycle. Suddenly his flat tire exploded. And this beautiful man flipped over his bicycle, broke his vertebra, and he has blood in his brain and he's now in hospital in a very not good situation. Out of nowhere. Mercury also rules the road, the cars, the bicycle, flights. So be aware on the road. People may be spaced out. They may be driving the car, but they're in another dimension, Neptune. Dreamy, spacey, not paying attention, with Mercury in shadow. Have you tested your petrol? Have you checked your oil? Have you checked your water? When was the last time you treated your car? Have you checked your tires? Have you looked into your mobile phone? Did you back it up? Because you've got until next Saturday. So, those of you who follow the guidance and bought the dip, congratulations. Over the next coming days, don't wait until the weekend. From now until Thursday, start withdrawing everything into your wallets. As you withdraw, pay attention to the wallet address. Read it 3 times. The first 5 letters, the last 5 letters, 3 times. Validate. Make sure you're doing the right thing. Withdraw, bring all your currencies, all your crypto back home into your hardware wallet. Because there is vibration there of deceive, of theft, of things going on. Mercury shadow, retrograde, square Neptune. People fooling you, scamming you, deceiving you, stealing from you. I'm not saying to you personally, but I'm saying it's in the air. And also Mercury goes retrograde in Gemini with your trades. Bring it back home, baby. Bring it back home, please. Bring your coins home into your wallet. Don't take risk. You just bought the dip. It's not going to go in a week or a month. Bring it back home. You have a good few months now to sit on that, okay? So whatever you bought now, remember to have patience. It's not just going to go tomorrow. You bought Bitcoin 35,000, 36,000. Congratulations. Now sit back. You've done your work. Keep on doing your life. Keep on doing your healing. And let your investment just mature and let it do its thing. Well done to you. What else is on this eclipse? So we said the influence of Neptune is on this eclipse and the influence of Saturn, Uranus. Okay? And so here comes this sudden unexpected breakthrough. Suddenly your trauma, you broke through something, your relationship, your love life, your business, your money, your investment, you broke through blockages, you have aha enlightenment realizations that liberate you, your relationship suddenly moves into this amazing place. This is a great time, single people. All this time I'm talking about relationships, single people. It's an amazing time. Saturn is in Aquarius, square Uranus. Be your unique self, because only then you will manifest your true soulmate, your true unique soulmate. This energy supports soulmate. It supports connection from past lifetimes. And if your relationship is an old soul connection, this will free your relationship from old lifetime hiccups, blockages, and will free the relationship into the new lifetime dream. So there's a lot of healing here for relationship, a lot of potential for manifestation of long-term soulmate connections, true karmic connections for long-term, marriages, partnership, businesses, whatever it is. But with Mercury in shadow, pay attention to your spoken word. Don't commit to things that you don't want to commit to. Don't promise or say things that don't really represent who you are. Even don't try to fit in. Do not try to fit in. Be you. Be the unique, quirky you that you are. Let that shine, and let those who love the unique you love you for real. Because if you're not unique you, then it's not the real you. Then the love that you will manifest is not the real love, because they don't know the real you. But if you will be the real you, regardless of what everyone think, that other self that is real her or real him, they will identify the real you. They will come. You will be glued for a long time. Your dreams will come true. So it doesn't matter where you are in life. This is a rite of passage for us people. Rise up to the challenge. Rise up to the battle. The light and the dark are fighting a warfare right now. And the dark spell is everywhere. And the illusions are everywhere. And the truth is inside of you, in your soul. When you meet a person deep inside of you, before you're even able to think about it, you know if you like that person or not. And then it's or you trust your knowing and your intuition, or you don't. And then crap happens. But crap happens only when you don't listen to your true knowing, your true intuition. If you follow your truth, you're great. Life are great. Everything is right. So, choose truth, beautiful family. And the next station I wanted to take you on this chart with this live stream is Thursday, Friday. And Friday I'm going into Mercury. Mercury is on the 24th degree, 38 minutes on your 4 o'clock. And I'm going now, here's Mercury stationing. Mercury stationing on Saturday, okay? Next weekend is the main confusion, okay? Mercury stationing. And by the way, the full moon eclipse, funny enough, I think it's on the 6/6. Ooh. The new moon solar eclipse. Mercury stationing on Saturday evening, 9 p.m. And it's going retrograde exactly on stationing. On Saturday is stationing. On Sunday is stopping. So Sunday, next Sunday, my God, live stream. Oh my God, I hope it's going to be all right. But let's put it like that. I won't be surprised if we'll have some hiccups next week. Hopefully not. And I'll manifest my dreams and the live stream will go flowing, cruising, easy. But I'm just kind of thinking, oh my God, live stream on the day that Mercury goes retrograde, stopping. Okay. Oh, here we are. Here we are. Now we go minutes. Monday morning at exactly next Monday morning, 8:33 a.m. Okay? So, Saturn retrograding. Saturn is stopping right now into tomorrow. Tomorrow, have a lot of patience. Pay attention to your spoken word. Speak with love, speak with truth. Listen very carefully to the spoken word, because there is a huge potential for deception and deceits and lies and illusions and propaganda. But if you listen to your own truth, to your own knowing, you will know and you won't be deceived. If you will question your true knowing and your true intuition, then you will be deceived by yourself and by the world. That's kind of the trick here. Okay? So, Saturn stopping, stationing, going retrograde tomorrow. Be very patient tomorrow. Just grow up, mature, be responsible. And with Mercury and Neptune, confusion, just be responsible for your mind, be responsible for your thoughts, be responsible for the way you speak and express yourself. Speak clearly, make sure people really understand you. Speak from love, speak with love. Don't speak with fear, don't speak out of fear. Same like for thinking, perceiving. Then, Wednesday full moon eclipse, coming to clear all the 6 months process of the questioning, of the decision making, all the things we've done. Okay? And we're going to go through 2 weeks of purging. But in the purging, don't get too addicted to purging. You purged, you realized, now come back into your truth, move forward. Don't stay in the purge. Okay, you realize something. Let's go. Giddy up, horsey. Giddy up. Let's go. Okay? Now, then comes the weekend. Mercury stationing, stopping. Monday is going retrograde as well. And we are kicking into June. So, you've got 6 days where things are still kind of... You've got 5 days, 6 days to take care of your truth, to assimilate your truth, to connect with your truth. Good time for journaling. Journal with yourself, your truth and your bullshit. Take your bullshit narrative. That's what I told that girl with that boy. I told her, take a piece of paper and write down all these kind of, he abandoned me, he doesn't want me, I feel like I've been used. Put it all down, because it's all bullshit. It's bullshit. It's your trauma brain telling you that. The truth is, you met a beautiful guy, you're a beautiful girl, you look at the mirror and realize how sexy you are, how beautiful you are, how attractive you are, and the fact that you are even whining and crying thinking that you are abandoned and not wanted because he's not calling you 24 hours after you slept together is ridiculous, because you're putting this beautiful goddess down. You are lying to yourself that you are not loved, beautiful, sexy, attractive because someone is not calling you. You are lying, deceiving yourself. Wake up, baby girl. You're beautiful. Look into the mirror. Realize that you are beautiful just as you are. You're attractive and sexy just as you are. And someone out there like a person just like you. Not skinnier, not fatter. Not taller, not shorter. Not bigger, not flatter. Not bigger, not smaller. Someone loves someone just like you, but you need to embody you. Okay? And so I told her, write down all this crap and then flip it around and say, no, I had a great experience with a lovely man that was really, I was attracted to him. He was a very lovely man. Sex was great, was a lovely experience, and I'm feeling great because that was my rebound after a very long time with no activity. Hooray! I am beautiful, I'm sexy, I'm desired. Boom! Suddenly, the story changed, narrative changed, and the dream is here. Because I always wanted to feel good about myself. So, follow your truth, okay? Follow your truth, follow your knowing. And even if someone is going to try to deceive you, inside you will know. That's what I'm saying. Don't worry about going and researching and learning. No. Be in the moment. You will know if someone deceives you or not. Universe will expose it. Universe will reveal it. And so Miss Mercury retrograde coming to talk about next week, it's going to be a lot of disclosure of lies. The things that are coming out. Whoa. But no matter what happened in the world, Ben, my beautiful brother, good to have you with us. Awesome. And Natalia, thank you so much, my darling. I love you, dear sister. I love you. And I love you all. And remember us. Remember how many good people on this planet. Remember how many good souls on this planet. Remember how many people praying for peace, meditating about peace, about the truth will prevail and the light will overcome. Remember that we are many, okay? So don't lose hope and despair for this world because of this time of darkness. It is from the darkness that the light shines. From the darkest moment in 24 hours, the first light of dawn rise. So as we are now in 4 a.m. and it's bloody dark and it's full on, it's chaotic and it's confusing and it's turbulent, it's torturous, it's tremendous. This is the time to rise, to stand tall, anchored in our truth, in our sovereignty as spirits, as souls on this planet, as love and light. And you will say with me, I am here to be the love. I am here to be the light. And it is in this great time of darkness that I will shine my light from the inside by being me. That's how we shine our light. By allowing this beautiful light that we are to be without the need to be approved or recognized or acknowledged by anyone else but here. Then we find truth. Then we find happiness. Then we find love. Then we find unity. Then we find love, peace, happiness, unity, all the goodness. Our dreams will come true because we found us. And so I will leave you with that for tonight, beautiful family, because that's a beautiful message. And I want to say to all of you, thank you so much for joining me. And what else I wanted to tell you? There was a song that I wanted to bring. No, I'm not gonna find it. Never mind. Let's just finish with Sogyal, as always. Sogyal is always good. We'll just finish with Sogyal. So I love you, family. You be good to yourself. And I couldn't bring the charts of crypto. I will try again. Let me see if it will work. I'll try one more time because it didn't work before. Is it working? It's working. Hey, awesome. So a few minutes of crypto, because all the things that I've predicted before has happened just like we wanted them to happen, and everyone was very happy. Many people freaked out, but our community was very happy. So if I need to bring now, let's put you on the screen. Here is Bitcoin charts. There we go. Let me bring it down. Here we are. Here we are. So, remember we spoke about it last week. We were here and I told you we're gonna drop, and we dropped all the way down to $30,000. Now, if I'm looking down here, this is very bottomy, okay? Very soon we will start rising, okay? You see here, you had this like peak break here into this. Again, you had break into this. Here's the break into this, okay? So this is about to end. Most likely tomorrow at 10 a.m. we have a new daily candle and a new weekly candle. Okay, so this is the daily chart. Now, we're already dropping nice. How low, we don't know. But can you agree with me that 34,600 is awesome? It's $30,000 cheaper than the top. So it's almost half, 50% discount, 45% discount. Now, there is potential. If you see, there's like 1 drop, 2 drop, 3, 4. Then you have 1 drop, 2 drop, 3, 4. 1 drop, 2 drop, 3, 4. Okay? 1 drop, 2 drop, 3, and now is the 4. So, is there a potential that the fourth will be lower than $30,000? Yes. There is a potential we will go there for a minute. Okay? Let me show you now the weekly chart. Weekly chart. The yellow EMA line is on 34,800. Okay? The pink EMA line, the 100 days, is on 23,446. Okay? Do I think we'll go this low? No. Is it possible? Yes. Let's go to the monthly. Remember, this is 23,000. Let's say 23,500 US dollars, people. Now let's go to the monthly. Monthly chart. We have to touch this EMA line no matter what. We have to touch this white line. Where is that white line right now? It's on 24,880. Let's take it $150 up. It's on 25,000 US dollars. Can we go down to 25,000 US dollars? Oh yeah. Where was the weekly? The weekly was on 23,500. So 23,500 is around here where the line is. So between this and the white line, which is 25,000, it is possible that we are touching down here. Okay? We will always the candles will always try to touch the lines. If I take the monthly back, I'll show you. Excuse me. Okay, so you can see, it's a bit hard to see here, but you can see that we went up and then we came back to touch the line. Right here we touched the pink line, then we went up and we crashed below. Okay, so this is an extended version of this. So here you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green candles. Here you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we topped and then we dropped, right? Now, it's a bit of a different pattern because as we go forward, the pattern changes, okay? It's unfolding in a different way. But the bottom line is we will always come back to touch the lines, okay? Now, if you look at like that, you can see that Bitcoin right now is just doing the first curve on the pink line. So are we done with the bull run? No way, baby. But you can also see here, it's very high. It's going to break down. It has to come to the yellow, okay? You see how here it had to come touch back with the yellow. The white had to come to the yellow. Yellow. That's how the wave is being printed. So we have now this week, this monthly candle going down. This will bring this all the way here. Then we have a slowdown, June slowdown, retrograding, until we kind of touch the yellow line here. And then we'll go like, in June we'll have a pump, and then we'll have another dump. So June will be red, and then in July, August, we're starting to climb, okay? And so but it's hard to tell exactly, but this is in general. One thing I can say for sure, seeing this white EMA line on 25,000 US dollars give me the goosebumps of, oh my God, we're going down there at some stage. Is it now? This is the weekly candle that is ending tomorrow at 10 a.m. Is it now? Or that this week is going to end kind of like in the 30 again? Or maybe 28 and a half? And then we go up a bit another week. And then we'll go, basically we'll do this. You see? We're doing this now. We're doing this now. Here. We're doing this now in the pattern. Then we go up around middle of June. When Uranus will square Saturn, you see this candle? This is what I see. We've done this, and now we've done this. So we have like maybe a week or 2 or 3 sideways, drop and pump up, and then we'll crash for the final one, which I don't necessarily think it will be lower. So I'll say that. If we are now crashing to the 25,000, which is around here, 25,000. If we're crashing here, this will be the low. So probably today, tomorrow, will give us the indication of this weekly candle. It's ordered by tomorrow, 10 a.m. We're going to have a massive crash now, all the way down. Let's see the 4-hour chart. Let's see where we are in the 4-hour. Oh, actually, yeah, this potential is going to happen tonight. Looking very kind of dropping. The gravity is pulling. So very potential. We got it tonight. Where are we here? Boom, 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 boom. Interesting. Are we here? Is it possible that we're here? It's potential? I don't know. I need to see through the patterns and see. But it's possible that we're doing now. It's all we are here. Or we're here. I need to sit and analyze this. But as for the daily, where we are now, it's always dropping down to here, which is around 34,000, and double bottom this. It's all we're going to do, like around here. We're just going to stop here somewhere between where we are now to 30,000, or we will have the quick drop to 28, 25. We'll have to see. And based on what will happen, we will know if then we will go bouncing up. We will probably bounce up all the way up to 58,000, 58,500. So we're going to do this. Look, drop, then 1, 2, 3, 4, up, will pump up to the 58, and then another dump. Boom. The question is, if the second dump of June is gonna just do a double bottom with as low as we're gonna get, or a bit higher or lower. If we're gonna go all the way down to 24, 23,500 or 25 on this week, this will be it. This will be the bottom, and the next dump of June will come higher. But if we kind of stop here, move sideways, climb up, and then dump, then the touch base to 25 will happen. But I have a feeling that if not May, then in June, we're going to touch this white EMA line. So it's going to be, we will come down here. Somewhere 25, 26,000, we will come down here. Is it this week? Or is it next week? We will see. But it's coming. As based on this, usually there's a 1, a 2, and then it goes up, and then a 3. Okay, I'll show you. Look. See. A 1, a 2, and a 3. Sorry, again. A 1, a 2, and a 3. Right? You can also say it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the 5 count. Just like we count on the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a count of the wave. See, there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's also a countdown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So that's kind of the general count. So we had like, here we had the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Now we're going to go up. We're going to do the 3. And then we're going to go up, and 4 and 5. Anyway, we'll get there. I just wanted to share with you a bit. So that's the bottom line about Bitcoin. My other favorite one, Theta, is looking very, very good as well. $6.26. It's a bargain. It was $15.88. This is like a 60-70% discount. Can it go lower? Yes, it can. Same like Bitcoin. Okay? Same like Bitcoin. There might be one final leg. And if it's coming now. Within the next day or two. Because we have mainnet launch very shortly. And you know what? Theta mainnet launch falls exactly on Saturn square Uranus. So I won't be surprised if they might even postpone it. I don't know. Today suddenly it came to me that they might postpone it again. They may not be happening. But as you can see the pattern, it looks very good. This is the 4-hour chart, so we are dropping. Is it potential that we drop further? Yeah. So, but man, Theta under $7 is amazing. Theta under $6 is amazing, right? So here we dropped into $5.80. Theta under $5, here's the $5, amazing. Theta at 385 or 350, if it drops to 350, you see, I was like, that would be amazing. But any price between 350, which is the bottom of the bottom, to 550 or $6 even, is an amazing price for Theta. That's my personal humble opinion. Nothing is a financial advice. Let's look at Litecoin. Litecoin did like a 60% discount, people. Look at that beautiful correction. Wow. Boom, boom. Wiped like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 weeks, right? So it's like 3.5 months wiped in 2 weeks. Boom. Now, if you wanted to buy Litecoin when Litecoin was $300, $350, here is your chance. Because Litecoin topped in 413. It's now at 150. That's like 60% discount, 60 to 70% discount from the top. Baby, what else do you want? You know what I'm saying? But it's pretty toppy. So, you know, we do have a bit of a way, but this pattern is not going to unfold the same way because we are now on the way up. Look, this is the weekly and we had the golden cross. The 50 yellow line crossed the purple EMA, the pink EMA line. That's a golden cross. We have a long way to go upwards, but there will be correction now. So, dollar cost average as always. Ethereum. Look at that correction. Wow. From 4,300 to 2, that's 50% discount. You know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks of gains just wiped out. You can say we go all the way back here to February. Okay? So it's toppy here, so there's a way to go down a bit, but dollar cost average. Right? Same thing. That's true to all your favorite coin. If I'm looking now ETH to Bitcoin, also you see, we topped nicely. We're doing this, but look, isn't that, looks like that. So we may be pumping from here, boom. See, it went like boom. So all the altcoins in the Bitcoin chart, they look similar. Boom, and now comes the fifth leg, boom, of this current wave, okay? So I hope you didn't sell your altcoins because it's not yet, but now will come the pump. I believe that most likely Ethereum will come to the 0.1 of Bitcoin. If I'm looking at the Litecoin to Bitcoin, here it is. Look, we had the pump, here's the dump. Now you look at this, now look at here. You see how the similar pattern? You see how here we done the 1, 2, the beginning from the bottom, right? Here comes the 1, 2, okay? Similar here, okay? So you come from the bottom and you rise one, you rise and you come for correction. Here we go, from the bottom, rise and correction. But from here, what happened? Vroom, 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 correction. Vroom, 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 correction, vroom. All right? So as for altcoins, this is the beginning in the Bitcoin ratio. If this is here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 3 months from here, which is exactly what I said. June, July, August, Bitcoin moving sideways. Sideways on the 30K, 30 plus K, up to the 58, dumping back to the 30. In that time, altcoins are going ballistic in the crypto ratio. And by the time of end of August, I'm going to take you now back. Bitcoin. Okay. This is coming out May. Let's do the weekly. Here is the May. We've got one more weekly candle of May. And then another one of May. Here starts June. Then we're going up in June. And we're crashing down. And we're moving sideways. From here, moving sideways. And slowly climbing up again to the next wave. So this is just the first sell-off, people. This is not the end of the bull run. Let me see if I can pull that up because it's an important one. Looking. Here it is, the famous. It's not good resolution. This one is a good resolution. No. This one, yep. Well, sorry guys, I'm just looking for that. It's very important. This can help me explain what I'm trying to explain. Okay, here. Okay, here it is. Okay, here's Wall Street chit chat for you. Okay, so many people thought that we're already in belief, right? But this is like the first sell-off. That's what I see. And I told you, we went up to the 65, and where we are dropping, we dropped to the 30. Okay, sorry, here. Look, this is where I think we are. I told you, we rose up to the 65. Okay, sorry, this was the there, and then we drop to the 30, then we drop to the 25. Okay, here somewhere. No, sorry, what am I talking about? Here, we drop into the 25. This rally will fail at disbelief, and then boom, we're taking up to the hundreds of thousands, people. This will be somewhere or the end of this year or the beginning of 2022. My price, my community know. I'm aiming for 300, anywhere between $350,000 and $400,000. Potentially could even touch the $500,000. US before we crash for correction. But remember, like those of you thinking like, oh, I will sell when we get here. By the time Bitcoin will get here, the situation of global economy and the dollar is not going to be that great. So you not necessarily really want to kind of do that, okay? But yeah, so this is now the first sell-off, and from here we're taking off. And so buckle up your seatbelt, family. Buckle up your seatbelt. Good things are coming to those who wait, those who are patient, those who are taking responsible action. It's 9:30, 2.5 hours, more than enough. I love you dearly. If you're a hodler, hodl strong. If you're a buyer, buy the dip. If you're a seller, I don't know what you're doing. If you're on real estate, do your homework. Work on your financial plan. You've got 6 days till Mercury retrograde. Come on, family. Get your coins back home into your wallets. Get into your taxes. Organize your taxes, your documents. Mercury retrograde in the time prior to taxes, you know. So just get your system in order. And yeah, be very gentle, be very easy. Sending my love to all the people in struggle. Sending my love to the world. I love you all very much. You be good to yourself. And Sogyal Rinpoche will take us home.
Rest in natural great peace. This exhausted mind, beaten
Helplessly by karma,
and neurotic thoughts,
like the relentless
fury
of
the pounding waves
in the infinite ocean of samsara. Rest your natural.
Rest in natural great peace.
Rest. Just rest. The truth will emerge from inside of you. Go into meditation. Quiet your mind. Relax. Rest inside. You will know the truth. And when the truth will visit you, you better follow, baby. Lots of love to you. Have a good week. Come for healing if you need it. Stay positive. Hold on to your truth that you are a divine being of love. Peace.
Rest in natural great peace. Rest in natural great peace. But sometimes it's wonderful when you really remember what the masters have done and taught. It immediately moves us. It really inspires, connects us. Therefore, we feel a sense of gratitude and appreciation of their work. So, Yujin Rinpoche, in this wonderful poem, he says, rest in natural great peace. This exhausted mind, beaten helplessly by karma and neurotic thoughts.
Love you, family.
Like the relentless fury of the pounding waves in the infinite ocean of samsara. Rest in natural great peace. Rest in natural. In Tibetan is Ranyi Hwacham. Rest in natural great peace. This exhausted mind, beaten helplessly by karma and neurotic thoughts, like the relentless fury of the pounding